They had just moved into the kind of house that feels alive, a big, old place with creaky floors that complained at every step and dusty windows that made daylight look dull. Jolly and David were still getting used to it when their cousin Emily came to stay for the weekend. Jolly actually liked it. New house, new corners, new secrets. But that house had a secret that didn't want to stay hidden. That night, while everyone slept, Jolly suddenly opened her eyes, not because of a dream, but because she heard something. A sound so soft, you could mistake it for your imagination. Whisper, whisper. It wasn't coming from the hallway. It wasn't coming from downstairs. It was coming from inside the walls. Jolly sat up, heart tapping against her ribs, and leaned toward the wall to listen again. Whisper, whisper. She turned to the bed next to her. David, did you hear that? She whispered. David didn't answer right away, because he was already awake. He was pulled under the blanket like it could protect him from whatever was talking. His eyes were wide, his face pale in the moonlight. Then he said, barely breathing the words, "It's the wall talking." Morning came, but the feeling didn't leave. At breakfast, Jolly told Emily everything: the whispering, the wall, the way it sounded like it was trying to speak. Emily laughed and took a bite like it was nothing. Maybe it's just the wind, she said. But Jolly didn't laugh, because wind doesn't whisper like it knows your name. Later that day, outside near the fence, they met their neighbor, a quiet boy about their age, sitting on the fence like he'd been waiting. His name was Adam. He wasn't smiling. He was staring straight at the house. "You live there now?" he asked. Jolly nodded. Adam's voice dropped lower, like he didn't want the house to hear him. "Be careful," he said. "That house has the whisper." David's stomach tightened. Emily stopped smiling. Adam kept his eyes on the windows. "It comes at night. It looks for someone to play with." Jolly felt a cold chill crawl up her arms. That night, the house felt darker than before. The hallway looked longer, the shadows thicker, and the silence heavier. Then the whisper came back. But this time, it wasn't far away. It was close. So close it felt like it was right beside her ear. "Julie?" Jolly froze. Emily sat up. David grabbed Jolly's sleeve. But Jolly did something no one expected. She grabbed a flashlight and stepped into the hallway. David and Emily followed, silent and shaking. The flashlight beam slid across old frames, torn wallpaper, and corners that looked too deep. The whisper kept calling, pulling them forward. "Julie?" They followed it down the hallway until the beam hit something strange. A door. A door they had never seen before. It was hidden behind a bookshelf, like the house had been hiding it on purpose. Emily stepped closer and touched the handle. "It's locked," she whispered. Jolly lifted the flashlight higher, and her eyes caught something above the doorframe, a small key hanging there, like someone wanted them to find it. David's voice shook. Don't open it." Emily swallowed hard, but Jolly reached up, took the key, and placed it into the lock. Click. The door opened with a slow, tired creak. Inside was a tiny room, smaller than a closet. Old toys were scattered across the floor, covered in dust. A small rocking chair sat in the corner, facing the wall. The air inside was cold. The moment all three stepped in, bang, the door slammed shut behind them. Emily spun around and grabbed the handle. "It won't open." David's breathing got fast, and then the whisper grew louder. Not in the hallway anymore, inside the room, all around them. The toys on the floor moved. A doll's head turned. Blocks clicked together. A toy car rolled by itself across the dusty floor. The rocking chair started to rock. Creak, creak. Then a small giggle echoed through the room. Not Emily's, not Jolly's, not David's. A child's giggle. The flashlight beam shook as Jolly pointed it toward the darkest corner. And out of the shadows, a glowing figure stepped forward. Child, not fully solid, like moonlight shaped into a person. Its eyes were gentle but too empty. Its smile was soft but too sad. "I was waiting for someone to play with," the ghost child said. David backed up until his shoulders hit the wall. Emily held her breath. Jolly forced herself to speak. "You're the whisper." The ghost child nodded slowly. "I was lonely." For a moment, nobody moved. Then Emily, shaking but trying to sound calm, stepped forward. "Maybe If we play with you, you'll stop scaring people. The ghost child tilted its head, then smiled wider. Okay. Jolly saw an old, dusty ball on the floor. She picked it up carefully. Her hands were trembling, but she tossed it gently. The ball floated through the air, and the ghost child caught it. It laughed not, a scary laugh, a real laugh, like it had forgotten how to be happy and suddenly remembered. They played a simple game of catch. Jolly tossed. Emily encouraged. David, still scared, finally joined in, and with every throw, the room felt a little less cold, the shadows a little less heavy. Then, after one last catch, the ghost child held the ball close. Its glow softened. Its voice became a whisper again, but not a scary one. Thank you, it said. Now I can rest. Slowly, it faded, like a candle going out. The toys stopped moving. The rocking chair became still, and the door clicked open by itself. The three kids stood there, breathing hard, staring at the empty room. They walked out into the hallway, and something felt different, lighter, like the house had finally exhaled. From that night on, the whisper never came back. But Jolly, David, and Emily never forgot what was inside those walls.